Look how dark the sky is looking right now. Hello, dearest friends, lovely people. It is a rainy, cloudy day this morning, and we are starting at, I don't know what this garden is called yet. It's like, my greenhouse is right here. There's a rose. I have a bunch of roses, so I thought about calling it like a rose garden, but then it's a mix of stuff. But this is where we are starting this morning. I need to weed this path very badly. The roses look fuller than they did last week, and I think I see some buds on this one. How exciting. The rose arch looks so good, and you can see, let's walk through. This is the space where my future garden shed is going to go. But we're not gonna do that project until like the fall. But this space, which means I might end up moving the snowball viburnum again. I don't know, I guess it depends on what direction we end up doing the shed. But this is gonna be a fall project just because I have so much stuff going on right now. I don't know if we could squeeze it in. But here is the snowball. I have moved this plant like 3 times. And it still looks so pretty. It kind of reminds me of the limelight hydrangeas. It is very dark and cloudy. We just walked through the rose arbor. I feel like I could call this a rose garden just because I have so many roses back here growing. I have another rose here on the obelisk, and I see buds. And this is a spot of my future tomato vegetable beds. I finally cleaned that up in my last video. This space right here is where I have a ton of gladiolus growing, a lot. And you can kind of see them starting to come up right there. Have some allium, some sedum, and a bunch of weeds. And a rose that I think I'm gonna move that rose. But I like these different colors. The creeping Jenny, the phlox right here in the corner, acting as a ground cover, which looks really good. Oh, and there's a peony over there, right there. You have peony blooms here. I had forgot about this peony too. But there it is, and it looks so good. I have some weeds I need to pull out. Yeah, but this is how this area is looking. Not 100% done, but I guess would be the before. Oh my gosh, how dreamy is this right here? Maybe this could be called like a rose garden. I love when it rains. Oh, I love coming out here like before and after it rains. Oh, it's so pretty. Look at the viburnum peeking right there. Let's head to the front yard before we walk through the kitchen garden. I'm gonna stop talking about the weeds, y'all. If y'all see weeds, just know they're gonna be pulled out eventually. But this right here is a Victoria Blue Salvia, I believe, my favorite. I need to grab some more. So that's coming up here. There's one coming up here. Yeah, but the tulips are leaving us. So this bed definitely looked better in my last walkthrough video compared to today. But we still have a little bit going on. And I did start planting up some containers in the front yard. Yay, finally. So this is one, just has a yellow petunia in it. It looks kind of leggy to me, so I think I'm gonna come back and just chop it down so we can get that bushy look. So that looks about the same as last time. But I did work on the front porch finally. No fresh paint, sadly, No new front door color, sadly, but I like how these containers turned out. We have some petunias in these, lantern, more succulents in these pots, petunia and a vinca vine in this pot. We have narcissus in this one, daffodils, viola. We have some frogs. Look at this frog right here. We have a duck. We have another viola. But I loved how the front porch turned out. And I have a new head planter I purchased. I found this piece on Marketplace and it ended up fitting this section perfectly, which is so fun. It's like a wood bench. It kind of looks like a crate to me. Love finding stuff off Marketplace. But I got this new head planter that matches the front door. And this was from Marshall's. Very cute. These hostas I moved up here. These are blooming in the back under the deck. So I just set them right here. And I got a new mat. I like this mat, but it's already getting really dirty. I might switch it out. And another hosta. And it is a party streamers hosta. I love hostas. You can see them coming up under the fig. Oh, and the fig has leaves. The fig is leafing out, which is fun. We trimmed it a little bit and took some cuttings. We're gonna make sure that we get that trimmed in the off season. We kind of waited too late. As you can see, some of my hostas coming up. There. Eventually, I want to fill this whole bed with hostas. I love hostas. Yeah, but there's some more underground that just haven't came up. That's around here, and you kind of see that one down there. Yeah, I need to get some more though. Wouldn't it be nice, this whole undersection filled with hostas? I think so, especially since this fig tree creates so much shade. So much shade. All right, and we still have the muscary hyacinth that are blooming. Oh, I wish the bees were out here. That'd be nice to look at. And then I have a heuchera. I had another heuchera here. It died. I think I had two and they died. So yeah, that's it. I have a hydrangea and a limelight, way too close together, but it's okay. I have a Japanese maple. This one's the bloodgood, I believe. And this pot, I thought this one had died, but it didn't. Yay. And I have another Japanese maple. Cannot remember what this one is called. But that's growing there. These grow really, really slow. But yeah, there's my limelight. Chilling back here. Loves this spot because it gets morning sun and then the afternoon shade. Y'all, our sun is so harsh in Georgia. Makes no sense. And this is my Coco Loco rose that is blooming. Well, not blooming yet. Has buds on it. I love how the front porch looks though. Yay! I put all the containers on one side because it's kind of hard to walk up here when there is containers on both sides. Yeah, when we had a package delivered, and when I had containers on both sides, and when the person turned around, I feel like they almost fell. Yeah, so ever since that happened, I've been nervous to put containers on both sides. So we have them on one side and on this side in particular, because this tree ends up growing over the railing. And when it does, it's hard to walk up. So everything is pushed on the side of the fig. And I love how it turned out. Love that wreath I have up there too. All right, y'all, we've made our way back to the kitchen garden, and all these tulips have faded away. How sad is that? Tulips just don't last long enough for me. I love them, but they just don't last long enough. But this is how this area is looking. The hyacinths we have here have faded away. Violas still look great. I love violas. Tulips gone. Oh, still so pretty. At least there's still some tulips showing. Y'all can see it one more time before it leaves us. I want to get a new welcome to our garden sign because this one is resting. It's starting to rest. Ooh. But I guess that's a good thing. It looks good when there's some things in the garden that looks vintage and rusted and not 100% new. There's our frog bird cage, the view from here. And right here, I planted some alliums really fast. I think I put 3 right here. The bacopa looks great though. I kind of shifted some things around too, some other things. Few tulips blooming. I need to do something about this container right here. If you peek under here, I have some gladiolus. Yeah, you see all my gladiolus, and I really need to divide them because it's like clusters. It's clusters of them. See, they have multiplied significantly, and I need to spread them out. They're just in clusters everywhere. But I guess this is the last look of how this area looks before I move them to make room for the gladiolus and the other things coming up. All right, making our way through. And do we have blooms? I think all of the roses have buds on them now. Okay, some things I changed. I planted that, what was it called, y'all? The camel quince. I planted it, and the Google said that it needs like a 2-foot deep pot or something. So this pot is really deep, and it looks like it's about 2 feet deep. So that's where that is, only because I didn't know what I wanted to do, where I wanted it to go. So containers are my best friend when I'm indecisive. And I have a patio peach right here. It still has some blooms on it. Will we get peaches? This is going to be like year 3, I think. Oh, it's so dark. Let me see. It's going to be like year 3. Maybe we'll get peaches. Kind of see something right there. Oh, look at the strawberry bed. Oh. It looks so good. Yay, yay, yay. Look at that one that I forgot that I never lifted when I was taking up all the runners. Oh, y'all, do y'all want to see? Let's see. Let's look inside. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oh, look how good it looks with the droplets on it. Oh. I'm ready. I'm excited for strawberries. If y'all are not growing y'all's own strawberries, please do it. Please, please, please. They taste so much better than store-bought strawberries. You will become obsessed. And this bed is full. I just have to race out here and grab them and harvest them before my children do, because how we do it is if you grab the prunus and you grab the basket, and if you're out here first, you pretty much get, that harvest is yours pretty much. So I'm always having to like race and beat them out here. And sometimes they always win. They always get the most of them. I'm so excited. That probably means I need a new, I really need a new strawberry bed or a second one or something. Oh, but let's talk about the ranunculus. So y'all know I was complaining and fussing about this ranunculus bed, but look, we have blooms. We have some ranunculus buds, not fully opened yet. I can't believe it. I was fussing and so upset about this bed. And look, it's actually about to bloom. I'm kind of shocked. I kind of wrote this bed off and it surprised me. Now, it's not full like I would have liked it to. So we have gaps. This is what I don't like. I lost like a cluster in this section right here. That I don't like. So in the future, I don't know what I want to do, but I will definitely buy and try ranunculus again. And this was my third time trying ranunculus, and look, third or fourth time, but it was a charm. So besides losing some, I'm not mad. I'm kind of happy that I get to see a ranunculus bloom. These two containers are still looking great. Ooh, y'all, I really like this bacopa. Snapdragon in a container. And y'all remember how these tulips looked? I'm so sad. It might end up being the thumbnail, the tulips. No, that was last week. I'm gonna do something else. But it was so pretty. It was so pretty. The daffodils are about to do a second round of blooms, it looks like. All these other ones have faded away. Vinca looks lovely. I love vines and greenery. I love that. Right. I don't know if that was blooming last time, the narcissus in this container, but they're blooming and they look good next to the frog. My favorite place is to buy like garden statuary, things like the frogs. And the head planter is TJ Maxx, Home Goods, Marshalls. All those are like owned by the same company. And I feel like they have the prettiest garden decor, but sometimes it's hard to find because they'll only have like one of something, two of something, and they don't stock it back up. And I was really wanting to get some more statuary, especially since this frog right here is cracked and broken and I don't feel like it's gonna make it. So I want to buy some more garden art to like dot around. I love that. Oh, look over here. Let's go look. Oh, wait. All these strawberry runners that I did not, because I gave up. Once I got over here, I was giving up. I was tired. But you can see those strawberry blooms. So I'm trying to kind of tiptoe around it and avoid stepping on it. All right, but in here, our peonies have came back. Peony here. We have a peony here. And we have a peony here. Lots of peonies. I also love having flowers blooming alongside vegetables. I know y'all can tell that by now. I love that. And I talked about the Angelonia. I want to soften these beds up. So that's why I have things directly in the ground right next to the beds. Just so we can get some softness going on. It's a lot of like harsh lines with these beds. I just want to break that up a bit. All right. We have our two little pea plants. Kind of upset that I lost so many peas. Oh my gosh, that's awful. But it's all right. I need to start kind of guiding the tendrils up. I kind of like, when I do it, I like kind of twist it or try to twist it. But it's kind of hard to do with one hand. You can see the Swiss chard. Isn't it so funny how much different 7 days can make? This is why I'm liking these garden walkthroughs. Because every time we come out here, it looks different. So the carrots, you can see them way better than the last video. I need to thin them out, but I think I'm gonna do that harvest thin method. So once they get a little bit bigger, I can just harvest it and like eat it like a baby carrot. I think that's what I'm gonna do. All right, you can see my lettuce coming up. And I did see a second round of lettuce between the ones that were already coming up, just because I had so many gaps and stuff didn't germinate. So we'll probably have like a lot of different size lettuce in this area. And I had planted this. This was the Scabiosa butterfly blue, I believe. Planted it right up against, and it should get big and be big and purple, and that's gonna be really pretty. And I set my petunias out here so they can capture some of this nice rain that we are getting. These tulips are still blooming. Oh, y'all, I only had 2 blooms last year. Peonies love to take their time. I only had 2 blooms last year, and now it looks like I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 peony blooms. Ah, oh, they are so finicky, but oh my gosh, they are worth the wait. Totally worth the wait. This is that view from this way. So Creeping Jenny, it has, because look how bright and pretty it looks up against the green evergreen and the daffodils in the corner. It looks good, just gets everywhere. So it's a really good ground cover if y'all need a ground cover. And you can walk on it. I'd be stepping all over this and it just does just fine. Let's take a quick peek in the greenhouse. Of course, it is packed. I have some citrus chilling in the corner here. I have some strawberries. Some are blooming. There's a lot of brown, so I need to come through and like clean this up, like tear this, get this brown leaves off of it. But some are blooming. So that is how the strawberries are looking. I still don't know. So this is like the future strawberry bed, but I still don't know if I want to grow them vertically or if I want them in a raised bed. So this is their holding space. And my roses are very green. And I really need to get them planted. So I think we'll do that this week. Plant all the roses that Heirloom Roses sent us. Oh, look, there's a bud on this one. Yeah. They're loving the greenhouse, though. They're nice and green. And this is 2 banana plants. I'm going to try to grow in the greenhouse. Put them in the grow bag. I keep losing banana plants because they keep rotting out, just too much water. So I feel like grow bags would be better for them because grow bags don't hold water at all. They drain out really fast. So that's the plan with those. And I'm gonna end up like putting them in the corner because my fern is suffering in here. I think it's just too hot. I'm keeping it watered, but I think it's just too hot. It's suffering. And oops, we have our vegetables. And we need to transplant these out this week. These are my onions, and I think I'm gonna dot them in that cool season vegetable bed that I just showed y'all. Probably just dot them in some gaps. But here's how the greenhouse, there's no plants growing here. Yeah, I need to do a dedicated just greenhouse plant shopping, buying things for the greenhouse that will live in the greenhouse and that can survive the summer heat. But that is how that spot is looking. And tucked over here is a blueberry bush that has buds on it. It was planted in the front yard near the fig tree in full shade by the previous owners. It wasn't in the best spot, so we moved it here. Not a permanent home, but it's been here for 3 years and it's doing really well. And these aren't the sweet blueberries that you can just pick off and eat right off the bush. They need to be baked. So I really want to do some like blueberry pancakes, blueberry muffins, blueberry bread. Oh, that sounds so delicious. All right, I think the last thing we're going to talk about is the cut flower garden. And right now I see my dahlias coming back. So here's one dahlia that's looking really good. And there's a dahlia here, there's a dahlia here. I'm not seeing the other ones yet, but I have dahlias more planted there and more planted there. Yeah, along with all this weeding that I have to do. On the list, I have some different plans for the cut flower garden, different ideas for it, but I'm not going to share that until I do my April garden plans video, which I believe I'm filming this week. I should film them this week because this is the first week of April, technically. So yeah, I'll probably do that this week. But this is it for the garden walkthrough. I feel like it was really long this time. These garden walkthroughs are so fun to do because not only am I able to show y'all what's happening in the garden in real time, I am able to kind of see everything myself, what's happening, what's going on. But if y'all are loving them too, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. I never ask for that, I always forget. Make sure to do that. And y'all, thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one.
You lay easy on my like a candle I just burn away. All we really had